All right, you guys, we are going to do a quick little video on our fall strength cycle. Um, we are going to be doing a strength program called the Texas Method, and we did this last year. We saw really good results with it. It was originally programmed by a guy named Mark Ripto, who is a famous strength and conditioning coach. And we're going to modify it just to fit our CrossFitting. And so this is what it's going to look like. We got a little image here, and we're going to go through a little rundown of how the week is going to work. We're going to be doing this for 12 weeks. We're actually going to be doing it for about 10 weeks, and then we're going to do a 2-week peaking cycle once we complete it. And it's a really simple program, which is why I like it. And so let's go through it. All right, so starting off with Monday, it's going to be a squat day. And if you are following the strength cycle, which you will have the option if you want to do something else. We're going to have some different options as well, but if you're following it, we're going to start off with a heavy 5-rep max. And for the first week, we're going to establish a training 5-rep max based on what you hit the week before. All right, so you're going to take 10% off of it, so it should be actually 90% of your actual training or your actual 5-rep max. That's going to be your training 5-rep max. All right, so let's just say my actual training 5-rep max is 250 pounds. Then I'm going to take 10% off of that, and I'm going to start my 5-rep max at 225 or whatever 90% of that is. Okay, so that's what I'm going to be doing on Monday. And then the following week, I'm going to just be adding 5 to 10 pounds to my training 5-rep max every week on Monday. Okay, Tuesday, same idea. The first week, I'm going to establish a training 5-rep max based off of 90% of my actual 5-rep max. And the goal with Tuesday is just to increase my training 5-rep max 5 to 10 pounds heavier than the week before. All right, so this first week, we're going to be just establishing a training 5-rep max. Again, based on our actual 5-rep maxes that we hit last week. Wednesday is going to be a little bit more flexibility. You can do it, use it as a makeup day, and you can make up either the back squat or bench press if you missed that. Or if you want to do the deadlift that day, you're going to be doing the same thing that we did on Monday and Tuesday with the back squat and bench press and just hitting a heavy 5-rep max. And again, you're going to start off with a training 5-rep max, and each week you're going to try to increase it 5 to 10 pounds. All right, now we get to Thursday. Thursday is going to be our volume day. All right, and so Thursday, you're going to have the option of doing the Olympic lifts, or if you want to, again, follow this program, it's going to be programmed in as the Texas Method, and we're going to do a volume day for the back squat. And so really simple, you're going to do a 5x5 at 80 to 90% of whatever you did on Monday for your back squat. All right, so again, if I hit 250, I'm going to do a 5x5 at 80 to 90% of 250 pounds. All right, and they give you a range there. And so you're going to start off with 80%. If that feels light, you can bump it all the way up to 90%. But the volume day will increase, again, based on what you hit throughout the 10-week cycle. All right, so that's our volume day. And again, the goal with a volume day is just to add some volume to the program, to build some muscle, build some general strength. And so that's what Thursday is going to look like. Friday is going to be the same thing. It's a volume day for the bench press. So you're going to do a 5x5 at 80 to 90% of whatever you hit for your 5-rep max on Tuesday. All right. You're only going to have a volume day for a back squat and bench press. All right. We're not going to have one for the deadlift because the deadlift, you're not going to need it. And so that's not part of the original program. And so we're not going to do that. All right. Saturday, again, it will be programmed. The strength piece will be a deadlift. But if you did it on Wednesday already, then you can use it to make up any of the lifts that you missed throughout the week. So let's say you're really consistent on everything, you hit all your lifts, then what you would do is the Olympic lifts from Thursday. All right. But if you didn't do the deadlift, you're going to have an opportunity to do it then. All right. And so that's what's going to look like. And again, it's a really simple program. You're just trying to increase your training 5 rep max 5 to 10 pounds every week. Eventually, at some point, you're going to hit a wall and you can either reset and take another 10% off. Hopefully, you hit a little bit heavier on your 5 rep max than you started off. Take another 10% off and then just restart the program. Or if you want, what you can do is instead of hitting a 5 rep, just go for a 3 rep max. And you're just going to try to continually hit 5 to 10 pounds heavier than your next or than your last 3 rep max. So that's how it works. Again, really simple. We saw really good results with it, and really excited to see how everybody does. All right. If you have any questions, feel free to ask your coaches or shoot me a text, shoot me a DM, and I'll try to answer it for you. All right, you guys. We'll see you in class.